All right, so yesterday we started talking about simplifying our answer when we're working with fractions. And we did making mixed numbers out of improper fractions, and we reduced them. And so sometimes we said you have to make the cake. Sometimes we said you have to divide the bottom into the top. When did we divide the bottom into the top? Just curious who remembers. What was the situation where we would divide the bottom into the top, Lucian? When it was improper. When the top number is bigger, we would divide it. If the top number was not bigger, what was the method we used, Jake? The cake. We make the cake, and the two numbers at the bottom end up being our reduced fraction. So you have to remember that going forward through all the rest of the things we're going to do, you're going to have to simplify your fractions. But today we're just going to talk about multiplying fractions. And y'all, this is, I think, like the easiest thing in fractions. Because really, the steps are make mixed numbers into improper fractions, multiply across, and simplify your answer. Those are the only steps that we need. So this one has been worked out for you in your notes. So real quickly, I'm going to work it out here, just to remind you. So we're going to just multiply straight across. So 3 times 1 is 3. And 4 times 9 is 36. Okay, and then we look. Now, sometimes that fraction doesn't reduce. But this time it does have a common factor. And if you're in doubt, try to make the cake and see what happens. So I'm going to, sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So I'm going to make the cake over here, 3 and 36. What common factor do they have? 3. It goes 1 and 12. So our reduced fraction is 1/12. That's it. Those are all the steps. Okay? Now let's do one of these together. So let's go to the next page. 3/8 times 2/9. Okay? So do this with me on your paper while I do it here. So 3 times 2 is?
6.
Get my pencil going. 6. And 8 times 9 is? 72. Let's check and see if it can reduce. We'll make the cake. 6 and 72. 2 goes into both of them. So 2 goes into 6 3 times. 2 goes into 72. Anybody know how many times?
36.
Very good. 36. 3 goes into both of them. 3 goes into 3 one time. 3 goes into 36 12 times. Okay? So our reduced fraction is 1/12. Bless you. Okay? I want you to do the next one without my help. So do 3/4 times 2/7. Do that one real quickly, and then we're going to talk about it. Okay, so 3 times 2 is? 4 times 7 is? Yep. Okay, let's make the cake for 6 and 28. Common factors?
3.
How about 2? 2 goes into 6 3 times. 2 goes into 28 14 times. Common factors between 3 and 14?
1.
Only 1. So our reduced fraction is 3/14. Okay? All right, let's go to the next one. All right, let's do this one together. Now listen, hear me. You cannot multiply fractions without making them improper. You cannot multiply. Some people will try to multiply all kinds of crazy things. You must make them improper or you will get the wrong answer. Okay? So we have to start by making them improper. That has to happen every time. So remember how we make them improper. We multiply these and we add those, and that gives us our top number. So 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 is 3. I'm going to write it down here. So I have 3, and the bottom number is 2. Times, and then 1.5. It's the same thing, right? So it's 3/2. Okay, it's over there, honey. All right, so now I have 3/2 times 3/2. All I did was make these two improper, right? And now I just multiply. 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 2 is 4. Now, can it be simplified? Yeah, it's improper, so we're going to
Turn it into mixed number.
by dividing, right? Yes. So 4 goes into 9 2 times. That's 8. We got 1 left over. So our answer is 2 and 1/4 equals 2 and 1/4. That's our final answer. Okay? So 1.5 times 1.5 is 2 and 1/4. All right? I want you to do the next one without my help. So do 1 1/3 times 2.5 and see what you get. All right, raise your hand if you got this answer, 3 2/6.
I got 3 and a half.
Raise your hand if you think this is not the correct answer. Good. Some of you noticed it. Because yes, we got part way there, but now, and we didn't do this yesterday, but now we still have 2/6 that has to be reduced, right? So I'm going to make the cake for the 2 and the 6. What goes into them? 2. And it goes 1 and 3. So our answer now is 3 and 1/3. 3 and 1/3. Okay, so listen, and I think I mentioned this yesterday. You're going to have a test, and this is going to be one of your answer choices because they're going to try to see if you remember to reduce it all the way down. So don't do that. Remember to reduce it all the way down. All right, one more. See if you can do this one without my help. If you have trouble, I'm going to help you in just a second. Because there is something that might be tricky for some of you. I don't know. Depends on what you remember. Did you remember that 3 is 3 over 1?
Yes.
Good. Okay, if you didn't, this is how it looks. So the final answer was 4. Because 1 1/3 times 3 is 4.